The three key things we have to look at under the first segment, that's the grammatical expressions.
Take the lead.
Again,
Take the lead.
what do we have for the second expression?
The second expression.
What do we have for the second expression?
The second expression
The three
says comprise.
key things we have to look at under the first segment,
Comprise of.
that's the grammatical expressions.
Can you go
Take the lead.
with our
Again,
thing?
Take the lead.
Comprise of.
what do we have
The
for the
last one
second
is a word.
expression?
The second expression
Again,
says
again.
deliver.
So however, I'm going to give the first example as I know of in our current dispensation how people use the.
On ahead. He or she leaves for a place before other people.
Okay, any example?
Yes, so an example can be my siblings have gone on ahead.
Wow, that's interesting. Hope you're taking notes of the various corrections you're making here, our viewers and listeners out there. So I'll take the second part of it, right?
Sure.
So the expression itself, the phrase take the lead is not wrong. But the context in which it is used, oh my God, it's just like a direct translation, literal one.
Maybe
The kind, yeah, may the kind. And someone will say, when someone tells you take the lead, others will be like, then add the sauce.
Just want to it.
This Ghana for you. But we proceed. So the second aspect is that if someone takes the lead, listen to the meaning of take the lead here. If someone takes the lead, he or she starts doing something before other people. So unlike Arabesque reason, which is going on ahead, meaning the person leaves for a place before other people, here taking the lead means you starting something ahead of others. So my example is going to be this. Ghana took the lead in the attainment of independence in sub-Saharan Africa. So while Araba is giving us the reason this context shouldn't be take the lead, I don't want to be late for the program, I'm taking the lead. She said, I don't want to be late for the program, Kwesi. I'm going on ahead because she wants to leave for a place before me. But I'm saying Ghana took the lead in the attainment of independence in sub-Saharan Africa because Ghana started something before others also followed. So please, you should note the difference. Let me add this. Also, a team that scores the first goal or point in a game is said to have taken the lead. So this corroborates and then confirms what I said earlier. We will return with comprise of. Please stay tuned.
You live on Penny Radio, your number one online Christian radio station. Penny Radio, hope for the hopeless.
Yeah, I know others will also be asking, what of go ahead? Let's address that now before we move to comprise of. Now, go ahead means continue with something. So go on ahead means you leaving for a place before someone. Taking the lead means you starting something before someone. And go ahead without a preposition on, meaning continue. So if I see you writing and I interrupt and you ask, is there any problem? I'll be like, what? Go ahead. It means what? Continue. So the comprise of, can you give us the first example under it? If it's correct, you would ask me. You know it already, but then you still ask me. So let's continue.
Okay, so the first example under it says, the committee comprises of 3 men and 2 women. Kwesi, is that correct with what I just read?
Araba, it is incorrect.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
This is how it should go. The committee comprises 3 men and 2 women.
Wow.
Please, the gender activists, don't come after us. It's an example. 3 men and 2 women. Have you noticed the difference there? I took away the preposition. Others will say preposition of. Or if I want to bring the preposition or preposition of, I would better still exchange or substitute the comprise with consist.
Okay.
So I can better still say The committee consists of 3 men and 2 women. This is correct.
Yeah, that's correct.
Can you give us the reason?
Okay, so the reason is the verb comprise does not take any preposition.
Others also say preposition.
Okay. Because comprise has the same meaning as
Consist of. Thank you.
You're
So to
welcome.
our viewers, we don't say, if you also use discuss, you don't add about. With discuss, then you move straight to the point. Behoves, you don't add on. This is why grammar check exists. Stay tuned. We will return with the last word under this segment, the grammatical expression. It's still grammar check with me, your grammar police, Yetle Victor, and
Winifred Wilson.
on now to the last word under this segment. We have
Deliver.
deliver. Now, I want to put them into examples. So I'll take one and then you give us the other one. If it's
Okay.
wrong, I would ask you to tell us. So my first example under deliver is, my sister delivered her 3rd child yesterday. Madam Winifred, is this right?
No, it's incorrect.
Wow. What should our viewers and listeners know?
Okay, so they should know that the right thing is my sister was delivered of her 3rd child yesterday.
Interesting. Any reason?
Yeah, the reason is because when someone delivers a baby,
Exactly.
the person assists the woman in giving birth.
Mhm.
So with the example you gave,
Yes.
um
It
it's
looks like I'm trying to say the woman delivered, my sister delivered herself.
But that's not supposed to be. That's not what it's supposed to be. Sorry. When you can use that example when you're referring to doctors and nurses and midwives are the ones who deliver
Yeah.
babies. But when the woman herself is delivering, she was delivered of.
Off.
Yeah.
Good. So that preposition or preposition of should be there
should be there.
to give the notion that the woman wasn't the one who did it herself,
Yeah.
but she was assisted too.
Yes.
Can we get an example there?
Okay, so the doctor delivered a premature baby today.
Wow. That means he was the one responsible for the action.
That's it.
So the woman who was being delivered of the baby had no hand in it.
No.
So I can't say my sister delivered her 3rd child yesterday,
No.
but my sister was delivered of her 3rd child yesterday.
Yeah.
This is how interesting it can be. This is where we ease our feet off the paddle. We would return with the second segment, and that's the error buster. And interesting times ahead. Please stay tuned.
You live on Penny Radio, your number 1 online Christian radio station. Penny Radio, hope for the hopeless.
Anyway, we are on to our second segment on today's program. It's Grammar Check with me, your grammar police, Yetle Victor. And I'm here with...
Winifred Wilson.
Wow, interesting. Anyway, the Error Buster is a segment that affords our viewers and listeners the opportunity to learn the correct pronunciations of English words. And for today's Error Buster, we have...
We have the word C
Yes,
O
yes,
R
yes,
P
yes.
and this.
Can we take it again?
C
Yes,
O
yes,
R
yes,
P
yes.
S
Maybe for the last time.
C
C
O
O
R
R
P
P
S.
S. Do you know people normally confuse that word as cops?
Yes, looking at how it's spelled,
Yes.
definitely they will.
Wow. So what should the correct pronunciation
The
be?
correct pronunciation should be call.
Call. Wonderful. So the P there is silent.
Silent.
The S there is absolutely silent. So it's call. Call. You pronounce it as if it's spelled C-O-R-E. Call. Call. So what's the word they confuse it with?
Cops.
Cops.
Yes.
Spelled
C C-O-R-P-S-E.
And that word looks scary. Can we get the difference, the meaning of the two words?
Okay, so when we refer to the core,
Core, without
which
the
is without the E, which is
Yeah.
the C-O-R-P-S,
S. Core.
it refers to an organized group of people
Yes.
united by a common division.
Exactly.
That's the meaning of the core.
Good.
But when we talk about corps,
So the core there, we have the army,
Mhm.
military men as an
Yeah.
example.
or maybe a White House press corps,
Yeah.
they're united by a common division.
Okay.
And when we talk about the corps,
Yes.
we're referring to a dead body.
Wow. And this is what you've been saying all the time. If you're out there listening to us, the word is core, not corpse. You say corpse, you mean there is an E at the end of the word, and that means a dead body. So thank you very much for that insight into the correct pronunciation of the word core, spelled C-O-R-P-S.
P.S. You're
We will go on a short break. We will return with the penultimate round, and that has to do with the idiomatic expression. Stay tuned. We will be back with more. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women, to your most educative program on air, live on Penny Radio. It's Grammar Check with me, the Grammar Police, Yetle Victor. I'm here with my co-host.
Winifred Wilson.
Yes, and we are here to give you nothing but the best. So now we have our penultimate. When I say penultimate, it means one before the last. Our penultimate segment, and we have the idiomatic expression. Very interesting. And then we have the fat is in the fire. So, Miss Araba.
Okay, so the expression means that something has happened that will cause trouble. Or
Wow.
in short, troubles have started.
My God. The fat is in the fire.
Yeah,
Meaning troubles have started.
that's it.
Do you have an example to that effect?
Yeah, we do have an example. An example here reads, Dad found out you lied to him. The fat is in the fire now, just so you know.
So that's it with our idiomatic expression. That's the third segment. Very short and very brief. Very succinct. Please stay tuned. I will return with Araba to wrap up on the show with the final segment. Please stay tuned. So to our final segment, we have the figure of speech. And for today's figure of speech, we have homonym. Homonym spelled H-O-M-O-N-Y-M. Homonym spelled H-O-M-O-N-Y-M. And Miss Araba.
The meaning of homonym is a word with the same sound and spelling as another word, but with different meaning.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I think examples would further enhance the understanding of our viewers and listeners.
Okay, so you have examples like pen
Mm-hmm.
or maybe book.
Yes.
And when we refer to a pen, we mean an instrument used for writing
Yes.
or a place where animals are kept.
Mm-hmm.
You see, it has two different meaning,
Yes.
but it's the same sound, the same pronunciation, and the same spelling.
Wow.
Yeah. And when we also talk about book,
Mm.
yeah, when we talk about book is as we all know, something we can
Yes,
write on, something
yes,
we
a
read.
material,
That's
yeah.
it. And it can also mean that you making reservations,
Exactly. So booking an appointment.
booking an appointment.
Wow, wow,
Yeah.
wow.
So with books too, it has the same pronunciation and the same spelling,
Wow.
but then different meaning.
So until we come your way next week, Tuesday, God willing, I am yours truly, Yetle Victor, and
Winifred Wilson.
bye bye.